I want to ask you next week's fights. We got a big fight coming up in the welterweight division. We have a unification bout. We have Jaron Ennis versus Eimantas Stanionis. Want to get your early thoughts, preview for this welterweight unification title fight.
Yeah, Stanionis. All right, well.
And I got to say, while you're getting ready to tee it up there, I'm just excited to see a championship fight back in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's been too long. As a kid, I used to be lucky to go all the time. I saw Floyd Mayweather fight at Toro Gatti there and many, many great world championship fights, and it hasn't been. So I'm very happy to see that.
No, I mean, you said it right. I mean, Atlantic City, Vegas became, the place of fights, but Atlantic City used to be that place. Vegas, of course, as I said, you don't need me to tell you that it became the capital of boxing, if you will. But Atlantic City was that. Atlantic City used to be that. And it's nice to see, it really is nice to see fights come back to Atlantic City. There's no doubt about that. There is a doubt about where I put my scouting report on Stanionis. I can't find it, but it doesn't matter. Oh, I can. It fell. It fell. Can you get it, Rich? That's why I couldn't find it. Earlier when I slammed my desk, don't slam your desk, bud. When you slam your desk, sometimes stuff drops off the desk. So, my scouting report, Stanionis, 15-0, 9 KOs. Am I correct? That's what he is, right? Here's the scouting report. You're going to get it right from the horse's mouth. For me, physically strong, aggressive, covers up well, presses behind the jab, looks to throw the left hook a lot, goes to the body. He blocks more than he moves his head. He will move his head, but he does a lot. He depends on blocking a lot, keeps his hands up covered, tries to make himself into a tank, and then he can come forward, and it's hard to penetrate his cover, right? Sometimes throws a left hook to the body from a little too far away. I think he could be vulnerable to a right-hand counter by Ennis when he does that. You can split his guard down the middle. I like when guys cover up well, bud, but if they stay stationary, you could blind them with the jab, kind of a la George Foreman. You blind them with the jab and you shoot the right hand right down the middle, you can catch him. I think that Ennis is going to have chances to do that. He could be vulnerable to the uppercut. He leans forward a little bit. Again, he's got the earmuffs on. He leans forward a little bit. He could be vulnerable to that uppercut, which, of course, Ennis throws a good uppercut. He throws a lot of good shots. And here's one of the keys. He throws a lot of single and double shots, especially single shots. I never see him throw triples. He leaves a lot of men on the base. We're in baseball season now, right? Just started, right? The Yankees are doing real good. I think the Mets are doing pretty good, too, for you New York fans. But he doesn't put combinations together. Mostly single shots and double shots, and that ain't going to get it with a guy as good as Ennis. Like I said, mostly left hooks, blocks, not many combos. He'll step out, he'll try to control range, he'll step out, he'll step back in. He's one-dimensional. He's pretty much that. That's what he is. He depends on pressure. He's gutsy. He hasn't learned how to lose. So obviously he's confident. Doesn't really incorporate a feint. I would love to see a guy who's aggressive all the time, feint once in a while, knock on the front door, come in the side door, get you off balance so it's not so easy to time him coming in. I don't see him really doing that. He obviously wants to get on the inside. He looks for his power shots more than anything else. He'll square up with his feet when he gets inside. And when you square up with your feet on the inside, that means you're giving a lot of target to a guy, and especially a guy who's a good offensive fighter like Ennis. I don't see Ennis having a problem with him. I think he's a gutsy guy in Stanionis. I think he's, like I said, he hasn't learned how to lose. He'll put his best foot forward. He'll come forward. He'll try to win a fight. He won't try to just survive. His style's not made up that way. His mentality is not made up that way. He will try to win. I see Ennis controlling the outside. I see him making him pay a price to get inside because Stanionis can't win on the outside. He's going to have to get inside and make something happen with Ennis. I see Ennis making him pay a price with the uppercut, with the jab, making it hard for him to get inside. And then even on the inside, I see Ennis he knows how to fight inside too. I see him having the edge with hand speed. He throws short punches. He can put power together. I don't see this as look, anything can happen, but I don't see this as a upset special for me.